Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be creating this mobile app loading screen in Figma. Alright, let's get started. We're going to start with a frame. So I'm going to click on F and I'm going to use one of the presets. In the phone options, we're going to use iPhone 16 and 17 Pro Max. Next, I'm going to change the fill of this frame to completely black. Next, we're going to insert a text. So I'm just going to click on T and I'm going to type in loading, all caps. So loading. Let's change typography of this text. The font is going to be Spartan and the weight is going to be medium. Size is going to be 44 and the line height is going to be 52. And I'm going to align it to the center of our frame. Next up, we're going to insert a rectangle. So click on R and at the top right corner here, I'm going to insert a rectangle that is 30 by 30. So I'm going to change this to 30 by 30 and then have it at the top left corner. Let's change the fill of this rectangle. So the fill is going to be C9FF35. And now I'm going to duplicate this rectangle 3 more times, so I will have a total of 4. And now I have 4 copies of this rectangle. This is more like to guide the smart animate because sometimes to do something you're not really sure what's going on. So I'm just having 4 different rectangles all at once so that it doesn't mess up the smart animate. I'm going to zoom out and now we can start creating our other screens. So I'm going to do that by selecting this one and then I'm going to duplicate this. Let's come closer. Now remember in this frame we have a total of 4 rectangles. Select rectangle 1, which is the one underneath. I'm going to extend the height so that it goes across the entire height of the frame like this, and I can as well just select the other 3 rectangles and then I'm going to bring all of them down. I'm holding shift while I do this to keep it as aligned as possible, but if I need to, I'll move it. So I've brought all 3 rectangles to the bottom like this. Next, we're going to select this frame and then duplicate. We're going to select rectangle 2 this time, so the one above this one. Select rectangle 2, let me zoom out, and then extend the width so it goes across this frame. I just want to make sure. All right, and then I'm going to grab the other 2 rectangles and then hold shift and move both of them to this end. Let's come to this, duplicate. I'm going to select the next rectangle, which is rectangle 3, and then I'm basically going from bottom first. So if your rectangles are different names, start with the one that is at the bottom first, then the one is step above it, then the one is step above. So I'm going to increase the height of this one, and then I'm going to grab the remaining rectangle and then bring it to the top. I just want to make sure, let me see, just want to make sure it's not out of frame. All right, and then we're going to create another copy of this screen. Select this rectangle and then extend it the entire width of the frame. Now we're going to create a copy of this again. Now select this rectangle 1, and then reduce the height back to 30 by 30. So reduce it till it's like this, and I'm going to zoom out and I'm going to duplicate this frame, select this rectangle, and I'm going to reduce the width like this, and then grab this rectangle and move it over this 2. I'm going to zoom back out duplicate this, select this rectangle, the longer one, so rectangle 3 for me. I'm going to reduce the height so that it's 30 by 30 again. Select this two, hold shift, and I'm going to bring it to the top. And then finally, I'm going to select this rectangle and I'm going to reduce it till the width is also 30 by 30. I'm going to select this other three and I'm just going to move it here. All right, now that we have all of our frames, we can now animate our loading screen. So I'm going to select all of the frames and we're going to create a component set over here. Now go over to prototype. I'm going to connect this first one to the second one. Trigger is going to be after delay. Delay is going to be 1 millisecond. The animation is going to be smart animate. The easing is going to be linear and the duration is going to be 2000 milliseconds. And for this one, I'm going to connect this to where we want to animate a shorter rectangle. We're going to go with 1000 milliseconds in duration like this. So when you're animating the longer rectangles, we're going to use 2000 milliseconds. When we're animating the shorter rectangles, we're going to use 1000. I'm going to close this. So since we're animating a longer one here, we're going to use 2000 milliseconds as our duration. The list is as 1 millisecond. This time it's going to be 2000 milliseconds. I'm going to connect these two. After delay is 1 millisecond and duration is 1000 milliseconds. I'm going to select this. We're going to connect this to. Trigger is going to be after delay. Delay is 1 millisecond. 1 millisecond and duration is going to be 2000 milliseconds. Let's connect this to. Trigger is going to be after delay. Delay is 1 millisecond and duration is 1000. Let's move on to the next one. I'm going to select this one, connect it to the next. Trigger is going to be after delay. Delay is going to be 1 millisecond and duration is going to be 2000 this time. And then we're going to connect these two. Trigger is going to be after delay. Delay is 1 millisecond and duration is 1000. Now for the final one, since these two screens are essentially the same, I just made it that way so it doesn't get too confusing and make sure animation works fine. We're going to make the trigger after delay. Delay is 1 millisecond and the duration, let's make the duration same 1000 milliseconds. So our animation just works smoothly. We don't want it to be too wonky. I'm just going to close this. Now create a new frame F and I'm going to select the iPhone 16 and 17. Oops, let me go back to the design. I'm going to bring it here. Now I'm going to grab a copy of this first one, bring it into this frame and just make sure it's aligned properly. Alright, now we can run our prototype tab and see what our animation looks like. Alright, so this is what our loading screen looks like and I'll just give it a moment so it can play through. And yeah, this is it. If you want to play around with the settings and you want to try different things, so you can see at that place where it's the dot, it actually pauses for a bit because actually 2000 milliseconds. You can actually make it one. I didn't want it to be jumpy. I didn't want to mess with the animation and things like that. You know what? Let me just demonstrate what I'm showing you. I'm just going to select this last one, change duration to 1 millisecond, and I'm just going to close that, and then I'll restart the animation. And then when we come through, so it's going to come like this, so that it looks like it's much more smooth. I just left in that the duplicate one so that it's not too confusing. So now you can see that it moves smoothly. So if you want a situation where you have that sort of dots just being there for a moment, that's fine. You can go around and play with the settings. If you feel like the animation is too quick, you can go ahead and increase the duration, or if you feel like it's too fast, you too slow, you can increase it, or you can change colors and any other thing you would like to change. But anyway, that's it for this tutorial. If you want to watch similar content like this, where I create much longer projects, you can go ahead and check out the description box below for longer videos or courses, or you can click on the video on screen right now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.